how far does technology keep innovating?
Guys, it's just limitless.
Hi, I am Wafa from WANA.
This is Ami from WANA. This is Nimoy from WANA.
And this is Ana from WANA. Here we have linguists address questions and debunk misconceptions about language and technology. Now let's start with the first question.
We have a bowl here.
So question number 1. Does artificial intelligence make people dumber or smarter? Now this is a good startup question.
I know, right?
Yes. For me, well, I believe that it can possibly go either way, depending on how we choose to use it. So, for instance, if you choose AI to help us with that task, then maybe it can possibly make us smarter by using it productively. Or on the other hand, if we allow it to take over too many aspects of our lives without engaging with the process ourselves, then it could also make you or us possibly be dumber.
I definitely completely agree with you. It is a double-edged sword. What makes people dumber or smarter depends on how they use AI technology. However, I've seen way too many people who use AI technology lazily more often.
Lazy in what way?
Students may rely on AI to complete their assignments, and professionals over-rely on AI technology to automate their workloads. So if you're mostly using AI to replace or offload your work, then it's highly likely that AI will make you dumber. Sadly.
Point taken. We can deny AI's different impact. Some people may become dumber and some people may become smarter when using AI. So the most important thing here is it depends on the users.
It just depends.
Yeah.
AI can actually make us smarter by helping us learn to do things and make things easier, efficient for us, diba? We've said, Annie. And Anna said, it can also make us lazy if we rely on it too much dependence.
Yeah.
So I think it's all about finding the right balance.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
with anything else. Okay, so let's proceed to the question number 2. Encryption technology is now used in Messenger, but does it really ensure users' privacy?
This is an interesting question since I believe
Yes.
everyone now is a Messenger user. For me, I could say that Messenger does enhance privacy, but it does not truly guarantee complete privacy since the service provider still has the access to your messages.
Well, actually I have a say on that. It's definitely one of the features that I found the most hard to adjust with. However, I also applaud Messenger's commitment to ensuring privacy. But additionally, I've read that no one can read your messages aside from your recipient.
Not device.
Yeah, aside from the device and the one you're sending it to. Not the law enforcers, not Facebook, or even Meta themselves accordingly.
As for me, I think at some point, end-to-end encryption controls users of messengers to have only one device in messenger application, no? And it is to maintain the privacy of the message.
Yeah, actually, certain governments are even unhappy about these changes since they weren't able to, snoop around anymore. On the other hand, this raised ethical concerns about people who could take advantage of this situation. For example, we have pedophiles grooming victims online, or even the sharing of illegal content.
Yeah, so it does make you think about the possible or potential downsides, even with increased privacy. But, it seems like it is a tough balancing act that wants to protect people's privacy, but also preventing those negative things to happen.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good thing for me.
Okay.
It's still a good thing for me.
Yes. Now let's move on to question number 3. For question number 3, Does advanced translation technology replace the need to learn a language?
I don't have much to share about this one, guys, so please take the floor for me.
Then may I go first?
Yeah, you can
so-
go first.
For me, girls, no.
Yeah.
It is because what I have experienced or observed is the opposite of this. So, like for example, advanced translation technology cannot replace the need to learn language, but rather it can help to acquire new knowledge that needs to be learned in language.
Yeah.
Globally, no? So this helps me to access new vocabulary by using dictionary, and it is accessible anytime and anywhere too, and it is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my response to that question is complete no. This translation technology is just a supplement to learning a language. Language learning goes beyond simply, understanding it. It involves emotional connection, which technology cannot fully capture.
Yeah.
I agree. For me, I agree with Annie on this. Because there's so much more to language than just the words themselves.
Yeah.
It can be understanding the emotions behind the words. Diba? Those apps cannot have those emotions.
So, I guess I learned a lot from you guys on this.
Yeah.
Actually, yeah, when I was traveling overseas, I indeed used technology to help me in communicating with the native people. And it also helped me learn a bit of their language as well. And like you said, about the emotion, the culture, you could really see that.
So let's have the question number 4. Are you ready, guys?
Yes.
So here is the question. What could be the possible solutions for the miscommunication that usually occur between older and younger people because of new and trendy words? Could the so-called Gen Z terms create barriers in communication with other generations or older generations? I think girls, we have an idea of this kind of question, no? Kasi we have already tackled this in our previous
Yeah. And I think that's a tough one. Because I think communication between generations is always going to be a bit of a challenge.
Yeah.
Regardless of technology. Because, slang and trends come and go so quickly these days that it can be hard to keep up with. Diba?
Yeah, I do think so that we should remember, guys, that this is a natural occurrence.
Yeah.
And that just like how we are unable to understand some of the slangs in the younger generations, our elders see us in the same way. So explaining is definitely the best way to go.
Yeah. Solution. My response to this is that we should be patient and understanding towards the older generation. Just like what we have said in the previous episode, the key is to encourage open communication. Let us instead promote an healthy discussion to avoid miscommunication.
I agree. The younger generation can try to be patient and explain their own lingo, while the older generation can be more open to learning new things. And it's all about respect and understanding, and also reciprocating.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so let's move on to question number 5.
hi.
So on question number 5, we have, with the advance of technology, how does artificial intelligence challenge the credibility of students in their academic work? Actually, this sounds like a praise, right?
Yeah.
Like, if your work is good enough to be confused with AI, then I think at some point your skills may be formulaic at some point, meaning that you follow a certain type of formula when you're writing your work.
Yes.
On the other hand, it is an issue if your credibility is being questioned. I suggest that you may want to take this as an opportunity to improve your writing craft, and there should also be an adjustment and consideration on the teacher's end. Of course, we have to think about that. For the teachers, you may want to implement and require the activities in class that allow and engage the students with their creativity, and require them to, critically engage in the lessons.
Good point, Anna. being mistaken for AI could be seen as a compliment in a way. Like, you're so good at what you do that people might think that you're actually a machine.
Yeah.
Diba? But I also see how it can be frustrating to have your credibility being questioned. And I think it's important for us students to focus on developing our unique voice or style so that our works will not be replicated by AI. And as I said, this is an opportunity for us students to get even better at our writings, diba? At what we do.
Yeah.
That's right. So I agree with the two of you that you should take that as a compliment if the teacher saw it as like a machine, like grammar or construction of sentences. And a tip for students out there, you should also enhance or make your own writing style.
You can improve them.
Yeah.
You have to be creative, no?
Yeah.
Creative.
That's all creativity.
Yes. Creativity is good.
Now let us move on to the question number 6. Okay.
What does it say?
How far does technology keep innovating?
Guys, it's just limitless.
Measurable. We cannot determine how far, but what I know is it will keep on innovating as long as people exist, as long as we exist.
I agree that technology will keep evolving as far as we can imagine it.
Yeah, technology does develop rapidly, and yes, it's really hard to imagine where technology will stop. So who knows what incredible things we'll be able to do in the future? I could not really imagine.
Yeah.
We can.
Let's have question number 7. Okay. Question number 7. For question number 7, what are your thoughts on grammatically incorrect posts in social media?
Well, you know, guys, I just saw a TikTok post with this exact same type of content, and I tell you guys, the comments were harsh, legit harsh. I just want to remind people that, you know, social media is a platform where creativity should be the priority and not this, you know, strict adherence to grammar rules. Not everyone comes from the same linguistic background, so being too critical on this type of post comes across, you know, like elitist.
Yeah. I saw a similar post like that, Anna, and it is very heartbreaking. Being harsh to others' mistakes does not bring any good. Again, for everyone, this is a reminder for us that we should foster a respectful and healthy discussion, especially in public spaces. Remember that we all have a room to learn and improve.
Yeah, I see both sides of this. I agree that social media is a place for people to express themselves freely. You know, it's not like we're writing academic papers every time we post about
Yeah.
it. Sometimes it's generally hard to tell if someone is making a genuine mistake or if they're just using slang we're not familiar with. So,
Yeah.
with that, maybe a little more understanding would make everyone feel more welcome online. So I think that's a good solution for that.
Yeah, I have been in situations where I was confused by someone's post because I am not actually used to them. So, yeah, being a little more patient and understanding is the key.
Yeah.
But guys, we're moving on to debunking misconceptions and assumptions. Wafa, can you take the first
I will do
statement?
the first statement. So, the first statement is, you are smart if you speak multiple languages. Is it true or not?
I believe that this is a common misconception. Being multilingual does not automatically translate that you are already a smart person. Multilingualism serves as an evidence that you as a person has a good memory and analytical skills.
Yes, indeed. Being a multilingual person doesn't mean that you are intelligent or smart, but it is an advantage if you are a traveler.
Right. Actually, there are many ways, different ways to be smart you can be. Mentally smart, emotionally smart, street smart, artistically smart, you know. So there are different ways to be smart, and, you know, intelligence is really diversified now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to add on that because I've read a study about it as well. multilingualism is not, a marker of intelligence, but, multilinguals perform better in cognitive tasks than monolinguals. So that means to say, being multilingual might have a positive influence on your attention and, problem-solving skills. So you have that, but it does not necessarily mean that you are smarter per se,
Yeah.
I agree.
So I guess we're moving on to statement number 2. Okay, just this one. Younger generations automatically understand technology. Is this referring to, Gen Z and Gen Alpha being tech natives? Because both generations, grew up in a fully formed online world.
I think if it's referring to the Generation Alpha or Gen Alpha, I can say that their generations are more able to understand technology compared to older generations.
Yeah,
Because they're exposed to the technical world, right?
Yes.
So, since the younger generation has grown up surrounded by technology, we are surrounded by technology, it actually makes sense that they're comfortable using it. But I don't really know if I'd say they automatically understand it because just like my little siblings, my little brother, he can actually work our gadgets better than I can. But he doesn't really understand how it works. He knows where to click, but he cannot understand or read that properly. That means hindi niya naiintindihan.
So basically, you're saying that they just know how to navigate.
Yeah, you know how to
Yeah.
navigate. So I think there's a difference between being able to use technology and really understanding it, right?
That's a great point, Ninoy. I completely agree with you that it should not be an expectation that we or the people who are born in techno world should be expected to already know everything in technology. We should understand that not all kids have the same access or interest in technology.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of as well. Just because someone or an individual is a tech native, that doesn't automatically mean that they're tech savvy or they're literate in the technology,
Yeah, tech savvy.
Yeah. So I guess we move on to the last.
Yes, we have to move on to the last statement. So the last statement is, technology is a big help in every aspect of our lives.
Oh, I guess this doesn't fall under the language border, but yes, if we're talking about technology in general, it has helped us progress greatly, immensely, a lot. We now have printers, washing machines, ACs, smartphones, telecommunication medias, and all,
Yeah, I agree with you, Anna, that there is nothing to debunk in this statement because it is entirely true. It is evident that technology has enhanced our lives in many or countless ways.
Yes.
For instance, knowledge became more accessible. In the past, people had to go to libraries just to study, just to have a book. But right now, everything is in your fingerprint or in your finger.
Yeah, for sure. So it's really hard to imagine life without technology now. I could not really imagine myself not holding my phone everywhere I go.
Yeah.
Diba?
I just want to add on that, guys, that what technology helped a lot in the communication aspect is that it has helped us develop how to communicate more diversely. Instead of writing letters, we can now communicate with people globally.
Yeah.
Tama kayong dyan, girls, no? With those changes, we cannot really ignore the help of technology within our lives, no? So, I think that's it.
So let's wrap it up. That was all for Linguists Address Questions and Debunk Misconceptions about Technology and Language. Thank you so much, guys, for staying tuned with us. And if you want to watch our previous videos, you can click our YouTube channel down below.
And comment down.
Press that like button.
And subscribe.
We hope you learned a lot to this episode. This is WANA Talk. Goodbye.